Well, you can tell by the look on his face, the kind of game he played in the last game. The right-hander Hurley Bender, our starting star pitcher, has better than average velocity, really good junk on the ball, and is really pretty darn accurate. He's got a 1-3 record now this season. He's hoping to improve that to 2-3 with a 4.76 ERA. It's respectable, and a 1.0 WHIP.
That's right. And the notable players for the Beewolves are Alora Franco at first base with exceptional power, better than average contact and speed. She's hitting 397 on the season with 2 home runs. Buster Biggs in left field. He's locked in, and he's hitting the ball with more power. He's making better connection, and he's got better speed on the base paths than he has in his career, and all of those are much better than average. He's hitting 370 for the season with 3 home runs. And then Hanley Dexter is the shortstop. He's got a little bit better than average power. He's got great contact and great speed on the base paths. He's hitting 282 with 1 home run.
Well, they're going against – what's that?
Go ahead. No, I was going to say, we're going to need a big game out of those 3 right there. So
We are. They're going to be going up. They're going to be taking a look at the left-hander, the southpaw for the Sirloins, their best guy, Manny Kays. He's got better than average velocity. He's got real good junk himself, and he's really accurate too. He closely mirrors stats to Hurley Bender. He's got a 1-2 record on the season. He's hoping to even it out. He's got a 4.08 ERA and a 1.36 WHIP. He's also on fire. So this is going to be quite a pitching duel to watch today, Pete.
It is. It's going to come down to which pitcher is going to be on. So hopefully Bender's got it. The notable players for the Sirloins, Longbalio in right field. He's locked in, and he's got exceptional power. He's got great ability to connect, and he's got average speed on the base paths. He's playing better than he has over his career. He's hitting 333 with 3 home runs. Cat Stanza over at first base. She's got exceptional power. She's got a little bit better than average contact and about average speed. She's hitting 369 with 7 home runs. And then Philae Jones out there in left field. He's locked in. And again, the power is pegged. He has got exceptional power. And he's playing with a little bit better. He's making a little bit better contact, and he's shown a little bit better speed than he has over the course of his career, which is about average. And he's hitting 308 with 7 home runs on the season. So those are going to be the 3 we're going to have to keep our eyes out for.
Yeah, and as you can see in the trade division standings, there one of these teams today with the win is going to move up in the standings. So it's a big game to go with.
It is.
Looking at our starting lineup, getting the revised roster from the assistant manager looks like this. Starting the batting order, Pete, you want to guess?
I'm going Hanley Dexteris.
Wrong.
What? What?
Gina Torrance, second base,
okay.
coming back into the game. She's gonna bat first. She'll be playing second base, and she's followed closely by Hanley Dexteris, who's always in the top 3, followed by Buster Biggs, who is locked in. He'll be playing left field. Alora Franco, as usual, at first base. William LeBoink will be playing right field, as he always does. Magic Moore back behind the plate today. He's got good contact against left-handers, so they're going to want him in there against Kays. Bertha Banks back at third base. She had a good game in New York. Steve Monstour back behind the plate. Monstour's got better powers and everything, but he's working on his game, doing well. And as we said on the mound, Hurley Bender, our best pitcher, he throws the 4-finger, the 2-finger, the cut finger, the curveball, and the slider. And before we get thrown down to the field, Pete, here we just say this is the first time we've been in this building. We've never seen Lafayette Corner before, so it's good to be here. We've seen a telecast of a couple Sirloins games, and they haven't gone well for the Sirloins.
No, yeah, we saw a game where they really jumped out and had hammered the opposing team, and yet the team, I think it was the Water Bullets, wasn't it? Or the Warblers, they were able to come back and win the game. But, yeah, the Sirloins can get out in front of you quick.
Yeah, I'm worried they're gonna jump back into it here in a big way.
We're going to do our best to keep them off their feet here. Cook at second base, Stands at first base, Longbolio in right field, Jones in left field, Hayata at third base, Rush in center field, Wiggins shortstop, Adonimus catching, and Kays pitching. Longbolio and Jones are both locked in. Gina Torrance, Hanley Dexteris, and Buster Biggs going to come up in the top of the first. Going to take a look at Manny Kays. What a beautiful park. It is
I
nice.
like it. I like that old-fashioned baseball style, you know?
I was going to say, kind of a throwback, yeah. Torrance,
nice
the second baseman, hitting 300 on this season.
Seems like nice low walls around by home plate. First pitch comes in, it's a strike for Manny Case. Second one's a swing and a miss, strike two, and quickly Gina Torrance down the count. Oh, she just barely got a piece of that. Pulled it into, I think she pulled it into the, and a strikeout to start the game.
Now batting, the shortstop, Henley Dexterez.
Dexterez hitting 282 with a home run and 5 RBIs. First pitch is in there for called strike. Strike one.
No, that's high.
Allen's high. Ball one. That's into left field just over the head of the jumping shortstop for a clean single. And Dexterez is standing at first base.
All right, jump starting the game. Dexterez there on first base. Buster Biggs hitting 370 on the season. Locked in as well. Kay's taking a look at Dexterez. Throws the first pitch inside. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Goes to first to try and get Dexterez off the bag. Pulls him in a little bit. Safe. Second pitch there. Outside corner, strike two to Buster Biggs. Inside corner, strike three. 2 strikeouts already for Kays in the first inning here, Pete.
Wow. The first baseman.
Laura Franco hitting 397 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. She's playing first base for the Beewolves. That's ground ball to the shortstop, picks it up, makes the throw to first to get Franco for the third out. Lloyd Cook, Cat Stanza, and Hammerlong Balio going to come up and take a look at Hurley Bender in the bottom of the first. Lafayette Park looks good. Nice, a lot of red out there in the stands. Lloyd Cook's hitting 280 with 1 home run, 4 RBIs. He's playing second base today for the Sirloins.
St. Louis happy to get another minor league team down there, Pete.
They certainly are. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike one. Boston Crab, chewing gumbo. That's fouled off along the third baseline into the Beewolves dugout. No balls, 2 strikes. Cook in the hole. That's, just foul past a diving Laura Franco. We'll re-rack it, do it again. No balls, 2 strikes, no outs in the bottom of the first.
That's inside.
That one was inside by Bender. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fans take their seats. Well, that's outside. Evens up the count, 2-2. Cook showing good patience at the plate. Bender delivers, swing and a miss. Cook goes down on strikes. Way to go, Bender. Got the first one early.
The first baseman.
Cat Stanza, the first baseman, hitting 369. 7 home runs, 16 RBIs. She likes the outside pitch. 1 out in the bottom of the first. That's check swing called strike. 0-1. Bender looks in, gets the signal, and delivers.
That's inside.
Inside. Ball 1. 1-1. There's a shot to Dexterez. Picks it up, makes the throw to first to retire Stanza. 2 quick outs. And Hammerlong Balio. Listen to that crowd go wild. Long Balio locked in, hitting 333. 3 home runs, 8 RBIs. He's a right fielder for the Sirloins. Takes that first pitch for a called strike. Strike one. 2 outs in the bottom of the first.
Ball outside.
That's a little outside. Ball one. 1-1. That's in there for a called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Long Balio is behind in the count. Come on, Bender. Let's put him away. Swing and a miss. Long Balio goes down on strikes. Way to go, Bender. Coming up in the top of the second, Billy LeBoink, Magic Moore, and Bertha Banks. Kays threw 11 pitches, got 2 strikeouts, and gave up 1 hit in the first inning. Beewolves are out hitting the Sirloins 1-0 so far.
Both pitchers have 2 Ks so far, Pete. The first inning.
I know. I know, but
LeBoink likes his pitches up by his elbows. There it is. Oh, look out in the dugout there as he rips that one foul. That one he hits hard, but it's straight to Cook at second base, who double pump throws him out. 1 down.
Now batting, the center fielder, Magic Moore.
Magic Moore, center fielder, in 295 with 2 home runs and 7 RBIs. He gets better connection versus left-handed pitchers. That's inside. Ball 1, 1-0. That's in it for called strike, 1-1. There's a smash into right field, and Longbolo's under it. 2 quick outs.
The third baseman, Bertha Banks.
Good to be back in the Midwest for a little bit, Pete. Maybe we get some golf out here, huh?
That'd be
Banks comes up. Nice streetcar going back there in the distance. Inside corner strike. Arcing curveball. Strike 1. That one, she hits a grounder to third base. Hayata runs up, grabs it, and throws her out at first. That's going to be a defensive game, Pete.
I think so. Coming up in the bottom of the second, File Jones, Madoka Hayata, and Damian Rush. Bender threw 13 pitches, got 2 strikeouts in the bottom of the first.
Now batting, the left fielder, File Jones.
Billy Jones, he's an RBI man, as they know him, Pete. He's also a supreme power hitter. And I'm afraid of Jones. I see him in my nightmares. The outfield's going to go deep for Mr. Jones, number 16 in the right-hand batter's box. The left fielder hits one hard to Franco. It's an easy pickup for her, though, and she takes a couple steps over to first and makes the first out.
All right.
Madoka Hayata is a good contact hitter with a lot of speed, so she's hoping to get to first base. She flashes bunt, pulls it back, and the infield's going to stay where they are. She hits that one to Gina Torrens. Couldn't quite make the grab. She's going to be a single, the first there. Good attempt by Gina, who just missed that ball to the top of her glove.
The center fielder, Damian Rush.
Okay.
Damian Rush is all power. The outfield's going to play deep for him. We got a lot of speed at first base. First pitch is inside for a ball to Rush. 1-0 the count. Bottom of the second. Still no score. Medium pressure here in the St. Louis area. As the Sirloins batter takes his first strike, 1-1-1. Evened up. Great day for baseball. That one's back to Bender at the mound. Torrens gets him and over to first, but not in time. They get the lead runner. 2 down. Willard Wiggins playing shortstop for the Sirloins, leaning back in the left-hand batter's box, getting ready to take his pitches. He's more power than contact, about average on both. He's hitting 241 in the season with 1 home run and 11 RBIs. So he can do it. Takes his first pitch inside for strike, 1-0 the count. Bender getting ready to throw his 22nd pitch. Gets the signal from Monstour. There's the run to second base. The throw not quite in time. And the runner gets second base. Now in scoring position. And the curveball makes it in there and ends that side and makes it a moot point.
All right, they do pick up a hit. So the Beewolves and Sirloins both with a 1 hit each. Steve Monstour, Hurley Bender, and Gina Torrens going to face off against Kays, who's thrown 18 pitches with 2 strikeouts, giving up a hit. Come on, Beewolves, let's get going here. Monstour, the catcher, hitting .395 with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs. Going to first look at Kays. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1.
No, that's high.
That one was high. Ball 1. Evens up to count 1-1. There's a pop fly. And the second baseman is out underneath it. He calls everybody off. Cook makes the catch to retire.
The pitcher, Hurley Bender.
Hurley Bender's up at 272 with 1 home run on the season. Pete, if we're in town long enough, I want to catch a game here. I like this park.
No, that's high.
Ball 1 to Hurley Bender, the pitcher. Swing and a miss early on that one. Strike 1. 1-1-1, top of the third. The Beewolves hoping to get on the board sometime here soon. Nice hit by Bender. Knocked down at first base. And he's going to make a nice clean single. He really got power on that ball, Pete.
He did. Torrens, the leadoff hitter, is coming up. She's 0 for 1, hitting .296 on the season with 2 RBIs. Hurley Bender standing at first base with 1 out. That one was up high. Ball 1. 1-0. Bender takes off, and he's in there with a stolen base. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. To Gina Torrens, she pops that foul into the stands along the third baseline. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's a slow roller to the shortstop. Picks it up, makes the throw to third. Rundown situation.
Oh, no, now they're going to get 2. A double play. Oh.
Jesus. Poor base running again gets us. Preston Adonis, Manny Kays, and Lloyd Cook. Hurley Bender threw 23 pitches, 3 strikeouts, and a hit. Jeez, that just... Preston Adonis, the catcher, hitting 310 with a home run. 5 RBIs. He's got connection against right-handed pitchers. Man. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. I'm having trouble today, Tommy. No balls, 1 strike. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-1. Oh, and that gets past Bender into center field for a clean single. And they got a runner on first with nobody out. Manny Kays, the pitcher, comes up. He's locked in, hitting 300 on the season. No home runs, no RBIs, but he can still get a hold of the ball. Bunt attempt was missed, but the ball was in there for a called strike. Strike 1.
No, that's low.
That one was low. 1-1. Looks like, hold on, let me do something here. Yeah, okay, infield's at double play depth. Okay. Infield's at double play depth. 1 ball, 1 strike. That's in there for a called second strike, making it 1 ball, 2 strikes to Manny Kays. No outs with a runner at first. And Bender delivers, and that's foul, out of play.
Wow, that's it, right?
That's going to be a 3rd strike, and Kays goes down. I think that counts as a strikeout. Lloyd Cook, 0 for 1, hitting 276 on the season. 1 out with a man on second.
Ball outside.
Cook takes the first pitch for a ball 1. The second pitch is in there for a called strike. That evens up the count at 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a shot to Dexteras. Oh, they get up the runner at second, but we're unable to turn the double play. So Cook is standing at first base with 2 outs. Cat Stanza steps in. She's a fan of the outside pitch. She's 0 for 1 on the day, I believe. That pitch is in there for called strike. 0-1. Bender goes to first to keep the runner close. 1 ball, no balls, 1 strike. That's popped up, high up into the air. Buster Biggs. Oh, why didn't he get over there?
I could tell he wasn't going to get it.
Buster Biggs got into the area but didn't get underneath it. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Cat Stanza. Bender steps off the bag and forces the runner back to first base. That's fouled off straight back. No balls, 2 strikes. Bender delivers. That's in there for a called 3rd strike. Stanza goes down on strikes. Henley Dexteras, Buster Biggs, and Alora Franco going to come up against Kays. Kays has thrown 28 pitches, 2 strikeouts, and a hit. The Sirloins have out-hit the Beewolves 2-1. Beewolves have also committed an error.
Chewing gumbo. I love that.
1 for 1 with a single.
291 on the season. Takes his first pitch in there for a ball. Pete Boggs, Gator Mall. Pete, we got to get out there. Oh, that's hit deep and down the line, but that's going to be foul. Just fouled on the right, on the first base line. 1 apiece. Oh, he hits that one hard up into the middle, Pete, and Rush is going to stop it in center field. Dexteras goes 2 for 2 so far.
All right, Dexteras, way to be. Buster Biggs 0 for 1. He's playing left field for the Beewolves. Got some speed at first base. No outs. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Pitch out and going to first, but Dexteras is able to get back in time.
Oh.
No. Come on.
Caught again.
Jeez.
Dexteras
tried to take off, and unfortunately it was a fly ball to the second baseman who was able to double up Dexteras.
He's out.
Lazy fly ball to center field for the 3rd out. Jeez, I'm killing you, Tom. Sorry, man. Bottom of the 4th, Hammerlung Balio 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Filet Jones 0 for 1, and Madoka Hayata 1 for 1. Hurley Bender's thrown 37 pitches with 5 strikeouts and given up 2 hits.
Longballow's locked in and fit, which means the outfield's going deep, Pete, for the Hammerman. And the crowd wants to see him put them ahead. Takes the first pitch inside corner, strike one, doesn't phase him. He's getting ready to tag. Bottom of the 4th inning, still no score. Beewolves Sirloins playing for second place in this game. One of them wants to come up. That one misses, ball one apiece. Inside corner, that's hit into the gap on the left side. Buster Biggs is going to pick it up and throw it to second base. They're going to hold him at first. Good single ball on Ballo.
Yes, sir.
Philae Jones, an RBI man, is 0 for 1 on the day, and he's hoping to bring home his buddy there at first base. First pitch slider inside. The outfield's going to play back because they got respect for the Jones man. Standing in the right-hand batter's box and check swing in the outside corner, one apiece. Not a whole lot of speed at first by Longballow, but keeping an eye on him. Swing and a miss by Jones there. He's swinging for the fences. That was a miss. Getting ready. Steve Monsoor gives a signal. Bender winds up, delivers, slider misses outside. He's going to throw his 45th pitch here in the bottom of the 4th. That one misses a little bit high, and we're quickly full count, 3-2. That one's high inside corner, check swing, no swing. Down goes Jones on a strikeout.
All right.
Hayata's 1 for 1 with a single. If she does that again, the Sirloins could threaten with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. There he goes, and the throw is not going to be in time. And he gets Longballow makes his way to second base. He's now in scoring position. An outfield single brings in the run. Slider makes it in there for a strike. 1-1-1. Pressure ramps up a little bit here in St. Louis. Ooh, that one smashed down the right side. Look out. That's a souvenir for some unlucky Sirloins fan. That one is also smashed, and oh, he couldn't quite get it. Longballow is going to come for home. He's going to make it. And it scores 1-0 Sirloins on that outfield single we were talking about. Jamie Rush coming to the plate. I didn't see what he was for the day, but he's strong power. Swing and a miss, strike one. He wants his home run. Got Hayata at first base. She's got a lot of speed, and there she goes. The throw. Oh, almost, but didn't quite get her. Doggone it. They're stealing these bases. There she goes for third, and that one's hit foul. Wow, she's rounding. Second base, he goes back. Torrance can't quite get her. Not a bad thought. She's got wheels on her. Swing and a miss, strike three, and he gets out of that. 2 down to Bender.
Now batting, the shortstop, Willard Wiggins.
Willard Wiggins, 0 for 1 on the day. He's got 11 RBIs, though. Another one back to second base. Dexteros again reaches out, makes a nice grab. Holding her up at second base. Inside corner, strike one. That one misses high, strike two, or makes it in there high. The infield's coming in. They're not going to go halfway. They're going to bring the corners in. Swing with strike three. Some timely strikeouts by Hurley Bender, Pete.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But they get one on the board. Beewolves find themselves behind 1-0. Coming up at the top of the fifth, Billy LeBoink 0 for 1, Magic Moore 0 for 1, Bertha Banks 0 for 1. Kays has thrown 34 pitches. Got 2 strikeouts and given up 1 hit.
Billy LeBoink.
LeBoink's 0 for 1 on the day, playing right field. He likes the high pitch, does Billy LeBoink. That first one is returned right up the middle into center field for a clean single, and LeBoink is on first base.
Now batting.
I understand. He likes that first pitch. Why would you give it to him?
Yeah.
Magic Moore's 0 for 1. He's got good contact against left-handers. Don't have to worry about LeBoink stealing any bases here, though. Swing, hit that one into the gap on the left side. It's going to be a nice single there by Magic Moore. We got runners at first and second, Pete, with no outs.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get something going here. Come on, Bertha Banks 0 for 1, hitting .229 on the season with 2 RBIs. Came within a hair's breadth of going yard in the last game, so she's fouls that one off hard along the third baseline. No balls, 1 strike, no outs. There's a shot into right field, caught by Longballow. The runners are able to get back. You got runners at first and second with one out.
Now batting.
As long as Steve Buster doesn't hit into a double play, Pete.
Well, I'm not running, so
he's got power against righties, but he's facing a lefty. Swing and a miss, strike one on that one. 0-1 count. Top of the fifth, it's 1-0 Sirloins. Reaches out and hits that one down the line. Stopped by Hayata. They're going to get one. Oh, and he's safe. So they get the runner at second. They got runners in the corners with 2 outs.
Come on, Hurley. A single ties the game. He's 0 for 1 in the day. Runners at first and third with 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Kays is up to 40 pitches. That one's outside. Ball 1. 1-0 with 2 outs. There's a smash right to the second baseman Cook, who picks it up, makes the throw to Stanza to retire Bender. Well, we got a little excitement there. Preston Adonis 1 for 1. Manny Kays 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Lloyd Cook 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bender's at 58 pitches with 8 strikeouts and 4 hits.
Now batting.
Adonis is making the point here. He's a catcher for the Sirloins. He's got some power against right-handed pitchers. Hitting .326 on the season with a home run and 5 RBIs. That's in there for called strike. Strike 1. Bender delivers. A little outside. Evens up the count at 1. 1-1. No outs. Bottom of the fifth. That's a swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and Adonis is behind in the count. Sirloin's holding a 1-0 lead over the Beewolves. That one's out in front of the home plate, and Monster picks it up and makes the throw to retire Adonis. 1 out. Manny Kays, the pitcher, he's 0 for 1 on the day, but he's hitting .273 on the season, so he's a pretty good hitting pitcher. That's in there for check swing, strike. No balls, 1 strike.
Go inside.
That one was inside. Evens up the count at 1-1. It's in there for called second strike, and Kays finds himself behind in the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out. Bender delivers a swing and a miss, and Kays couldn't catch up to it, and that's his 9th strikeout of the day. Lloyd Cook, the second baseman, he's 0 for 2 on the day. He's feeling neutral and fit. That's in there for called strike. No balls, 1 strike with 2 outs in the bottom of the fifth. They're holding on to a 1-run lead. That pitch evens up the count at 1-1. Cook is playing second base for the Sirloins. That one was outside and anticipated. And Cook finds himself ahead, 2 balls and a strike. That's a roller to Laura Franco, who picks it up, makes the run herself to retire Cook. 1, 2, 3 coming up in the top of the 6th. Gina Torrens 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Hanley Dexter is 2 for 2. Buster Biggs 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Manny Kays has thrown 42 pitches with 2 strikeouts and given up 4 hits.
Now batting, the second
Gina
baseman.
Torrens, the second baseman, 0 for 2 on the day, who hitting .292.
Torrens used to be such a standard get-on-the-plate kind of gal, and recently she's fallen off the cliff a little bit. She's 0-1 on that first one, makes it inside. Second one, strike 2, and she finds herself on a hole, top of the 6th. Swings at that one defensively, pop up in the left field, waving him off as Philae Jones, who brings it in.
Now batting,
1 down.
the shortstop.
Kays goes right at people. Hanley Dexter's the shortstop, 2 for 2 with 2 singles, hitting .299 on the season with a home run and 5 RBIs. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1.
High.
That one's high. Ball 1. Evens up the count at 1-1.
That's high.
That one's high. Ball 2. 2-1. There's a smash into center field, and Rush is able to run it down and make the catch. 2 outs.
Buster Biggs.
Buster Biggs 0 for 2 on the day. I'm going to go 1 for 3. Takes his first pitch, swing and a miss a little bit late. Strike 1. 0-1 to Buster Biggs. Second one's in there. He reaches out, and it's a grounder back to Kays. Throws it to first. 3 quick. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, okay, come on now. Cat Stanza 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Hammerlong Bolio 1 for 2 with a strikeout. And Philae Jones 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Bender's at 70 pitches with 9 strikeouts, and he's given up 4 hits.
Now batting,
Taking a look at that bullpen there. One of those guys are going to come in the not too distant future. Cat Stanza comes up, likes the outside pitch. She's got 7 home runs on this season. She's a little bit tense recently, though, the left-handed batter. Takes her first pitch inside, corner. Strike 1 to Cat Stanza. Bender looking to deliver a 72nd pitch and does. Swing and miss on the slider outside corner, strike 2. He's ahead of her 0-2 in the count. Bottom of the 6th with a 1-point lead by the Sirloins. Breaks a bat on a pop-up behind home plate. Monsters underneath it, catches it by the net. 1 down.
Now batting, the right fielder, Hammer Lombardo.
The Hammerman is 1 for 2 on the day. And he's looking to make his 4th home run. Anticipates that one. Goes to right field. Billy LeBoink back at the wall. Grabs it. Grabs it, Pete. Jumps up and gets it.
Way to go. Way to go, Billy.
I don't know if he robbed him or not. I mean, it looked like they could have made it over.
I think it could have, yeah. I mean, it was a good play, but...
Ely Jones swing and miss at the first pitch. 0-1 the count with 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th. Bender hoping to put Jones away. He hits that slider outside. He's going to put that in the upper deck foul ball, and he's quickly 0-2 in the count with the outfield playing back. Hoping to get him on a moving pitch. Inside misses. Ball 1. Lines up, delivers, swing and miss, and a low outside strike ball. Gets out of that, Pete. He's racking him up, Pete.
That's 10. That's 10. He's in double digits. Coming up at the top of the 7th, Laura Franco 0 for 2. Billy LeBoink 1 for 2. And Magic Moore 1 for 2. Case is at 51 pitches with 2 strikeouts and 4 hits. We got to get this guy's pitch count up.
Now batting, the first baseman.
He's making him look seductive, but they're not going anywhere. Laura Franco 0 for 2 on the day. She's hitting 383 on the season. Takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1.
No, inside.
That's inside. Ball 1. Case goes right at him.
Yeah.
Another called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That's a hot smash to Cook at second base, who picks it up, makes the throw to Stanza to retire Franco. She's 0 for 3 on the day.
Billy LeBoink.
Billy LeBoink 1 for 2 with a single. LeBoink in there. He got a good hit pitch off the high part of the strike zone. Gets that one a little bit low. Strike 1. 0-1 the count. That one he swings and misses quite a bit late. 0-2. There he hits that one hard past the mound, just past the ump, and into center field. Another single. You can count on LeBoink.
Dagnabbit. Magic Moore 1 for 2 on the day with a single. He's hitting 302 on the season. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. LeBoink is not a threat to steal at first base. Magic Moore has better connection against the left-handed pitchers. First pitch is in there for a called strike. Second one's in there for a called strike. 0-2, Moore in the hole. That's fouled off out of play along the third baseline. We'll do it again. That's fouled off along the first baseline into the stands. Whoa. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the top of the 7th. Beewolves trailing by 1.
Ooh.
Oh, that's in there for called third strike.
Now batting.
Kays racks one up.
Bertha Banks.
Bertha Banks comes up 0 for 2 on the season. We got to start getting these Beewolves. Got to get on base here. Not a whole lot of speed at first. Takes her first pitch outside corner, strike 1. Andy Kays throwing a 65th pitch right here. Outside corner ball, 1 apiece. Pressure mounting in the second inning.
No,
she wants to
too
get
early.
one out. Instead, she hits one way high, and it's waving her off. It's going to be caught in center field by Damian Rush. Down.
Madoka Hayata 2 for 2. Damian Rush 0 for 2 with a strikeout. Willard Wiggins 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Bender's at 78 pitches with 10 strikeouts and 4 hits. Again, Sirloins holding on to a 1-0 lead. The Beewolves have out-hit the Sirloins 5-4, but still have not been able to get anybody across the home plate. Madoka Hayata 278 on the season with 2 home runs and 17 RBIs. She's playing third base for the Sirloins. Fouls off the first pitch. No balls, 1 strike with no outs in the bottom of the 7th. That's a check swing, cold strike. No balls, 2 strikes, and Hayata is in the hole quickly. 0-2. That's okay. Laura Franco missed it, then Gina Torrens missed it, and then the right fielder slid for it. Damian Rush, the center fielder, is 0 for 2 on the day with hitting 200. A lot of speed at first base in Hayata. No outs.
There she goes.
She's in there. Stole that base. I think that's as fast as you can get that going. No balls, 1 strike to Rush. Hayata standing at second base.
Ball high.
That's inside. Evens up the count. 1-1. Rush is feeling neutral and fit. That's in it for called strike and strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Damian Rush. the Sirloin center fielder.
Ball outside.
Allen's outside. Evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Easy.
Throw back to second to keep Hayata close to the bag, and she's able to get back. 2 balls, 2 strikes with no outs. A swing and a miss, and Rush goes down. That makes 11 Ks for Bender today. Willard Wiggins is tense and fit. He's 0 for 2 for today. Hayata standing at second base with 1 out. Bender steps off, forces Hayata to get back to second. Wiggins, the shortstop, takes the first pitch for a called strike. Strike 1. Second strike is in there for a called second strike over the inside corner. No balls, 2 strikes. Allen's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes with 1 out to Wiggins.
No high.
A little high. That evens up the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Pressure is building on Bender. That's in there for called third strike. I'm getting tons of lag tonight. That is the 12th strikeout for Bender. Preston Adonimus, 1 for 2 with a single. He's got better connection against right-handed pitchers. He's hitting .318 on the season. Allen's low and outside. Ball 1, 1-0. That's in there for a called strike. That will even up the count at 1. 1-1 with 2 outs in the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Bender working on getting out of this this single, early single. That's fouled off along the third baseline, out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bender steps off and forces Hayata back to second base. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Adonimus. And that's a slow roller to Bertha Banks. Picks it up, makes the throw, and retires the side. So once again, Hayata with the single, but it doesn't pay off. Coming up in the top of the 8th, Steve Monstour, Hurley Bender, and Gina Torrens. All 0 for the day. Kays is up to 66 pitches with 3 strikeouts, and he's given up 5 hits.
Now batting, the catcher.
Beewolves need at least 1 to get this thing tied up. We're running out of time here, Tommy. Monstour's 0 for 2 on the day. Come on, Monstour. Let's get something going here. That's in there for a called strike. That's fouled off along the third baseline. Quickly, Monstour's in the hole, 0-2. That's a shot to the first baseman. Stanzo picks it up, makes the run over, and retires Monstour.
Bender up 0 for 2 on the day.
Is he? I thought he had a hit. He had a hit and a stolen base.
Oh, he's hitting the stolen base? Okay.
Should we leave him in?
I don't know. It depends on if you think he could throw the whole game.
I think we're running out of time.
All right, you could throw a pinch for him.
All right, so I'm looking for somebody.
Now batting, Ruby.
All right. Ruby Green comes in.
This doesn't come back to haunt me.
She's a good power and contact hitter, and Bender's going to sit for the day. Pressure's mounting here. She's known as an RBI man with nobody on base. We'll see if she hits one over the wall. First pitch is inside corner, ball 1. 1 over the count with 1 out at the top of the 8th. She smashes that, Pete. I was just kidding. All the way back center field, up and jumps, but he misses. It's out of here. What a big play, Pete. What a way to call it in. Ruby Green comes in relief. It's a 402-foot home run, her 2nd of the season, and 3rd RBI, and she ties this game up.
Yes, sir. Okay, now let's get going here, Beewolves. Gina Torrens, the second baseman, 0 for 3 on the day, hitting .288. Tommy G's going to consider. Going to bring in Freddie Knox for Gina Torrens. Knox is hitting .304 on the season. No home runs, 3 RBIs. He's neutral and fit. He does not have a lot of power, but his contact is exceptional, and his speed is off the charts. So if he can get on base, he can make things happen. That's a shot to the shortstop. Wiggins picks it up, makes the throw to first for the 2nd out.
Now batting, the shortstop.
2 outs.
Torrens is looking at going over 4. Dexter's, on the other hand, is 2 for 3 with 2 singles on the day. So Dexter's is guaranteed to get on base. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 in that first one. That one's in there. Oh, ball. Looks like I missed just a little bit higher pressure situation here. Clubs one to second base. Cook picks it up, throws him out. 3 down.
But to get one back, Tommy, Ruby Green is going to have to replace. We're going to go Benson Rushmore. Benson Rushmore will come in relief. All right, so the Beewolves get one on the board. And coming up in the bottom of the 8th, Manny K's 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. Lloyd Cook 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And Cat Stanza 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Benson Rushmore going to get his first look at these Sirloins.
I got to tell you, Pete, what a game so far.
So far, yeah.
All right.
Now it's second base.
First pitch, getting a signal from Monster. Winds up, delivers, misses inside, ball 1. And we're underway here at the bottom of the 8th with an even score, 1 apiece. Check swing inside corner, strike 1 to K's. 1 apiece. The pitcher faces the pitcher. You know, in a showdown, a high noon showdown here in St. Louis. Second pitch in there for a strike, 1-2 the count. Here he goes, Pete. In there, swing 3, swing and a miss. Rushmore kissing the guns.
Now batting, the second baseman.
Lloyd Cook's going to be a little bit more difficult than K's was. He's 0 for 3 on the day, but he's a good power hitter with fair contact, 269 on the season with a home run and 4 RBIs. Misses inside corner, does Rushmore in that first one. Ball 1. Rushmore had a good outing the last time he was out, trying to make sure he solidifies his job here in Arizona. Misses 2 straight, 2-0 the count, 1 out. Gets that one in there, that 2-finger on the outside. Strike 1, 2-1 the count. Inside corner, fouls that one off towards the backup catcher. 2 apiece. That one just misses the hands inside, and we got a full count. 3-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 8th. Wind up, gets that slider outside corner, strike 3, and Rushmore's on the map. Pete.
Yes, sir.
Cat Stanza likes her pitches on the outside half. She's 0 for 3 on the day, looking a little bit tense, but still dangerous, like a caged animal.
No, that's
Jeez, Benson.
Inside. Pete knew that was coming. It's kind of a telepathy he has. Sirloins fans getting into it back there behind home plate. Cheering on Cat Stanza, hoping she can put one over and put them back out in front.
No, inside.
Misses on the inside corner, does Rushmore, 2-0. Digging himself a hole. Throws that one high and outside, but it makes it in there. Strike 1. The fans didn't like that. 2-1 the count with 2 outs. He needs 1 more. She puts a souvenir down the first base line. Knotted up at 2 apiece. 1 more pitch. Oh, she did not chase that one outside, and we're back to a full count. Inside corner, pops that one off the net, and she's making a pitch. She's getting ready to throw a 17th pitch. Winds up, delivers. She smashes that, knocks, jumps, but can't get it. It's going deep into center field. He's more hitting buttons and nobody's throwing. Goes to second base. It's a stand-up double.
Now batting.
Shoot.
And Longballow's up 1 for 3 with a single. He's locked in, and the outfield's going to go deep for him.
Just couldn't get that third strike.
1 more out. Misses inside corner, strike 1, and it's a high-pressure situation as the Sirloins are threatening to go ahead in the bottom of the 8th. That slider, I think, or curve, makes it in there for a strike. 1 apiece. Stands at second base. That one is smashed to center field deep at the warning track, but Magic Moore is underneath it, waving him off. We're out number 3, and they get out of it, Pete. Longballow goes deep and scary.
Yeah, you hear that sound coming off of Longballow's bat. Yeah. Buster Biggs, Alora Franco, and Billy LeBoink coming up against Cades, who's thrown 75 pitches with 3 strikeouts and 6 hits. Top of the 9th. Come on, guys. We need 1 more here. Buster Biggs. 0 for 3, but he's locked in. Pressure is up on K's. That's fouled off along the first base line. That one's low. 1-1. The top of the 9th. There's a smash that's fouled off along the third base line. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one's low. Evens up the count. 2-2. K's is coming to the plate fast. There's a shot into right center field. That's getting all the way back to the wall, and Buster Biggs is going to pull into second with a stand-up leadoff double. All right.
Beewolves threatening here. An outfield single by Laura Franco could put them ahead. She's 0 for 3. It'd be a good time for her to get her first on, Pete. 81st pitch by K's right there. Smack high, pop fly. That's going to be an easy grab for Cat Stanza. He gets that first out.
Laura, what are you doing? Billy LeBoink's right, 2 for 3 with 2 singles. He's hitting .366, 3 home runs, 13 RBIs. A lot of speed at second base. That one's inside. Ball 1. 1-0 with 1 out in the top of the 9th. Check swing. Ball 2. 2-0. Case seems to be struggling here. That's 3 straight balls to LeBoink. That's a smash. Just foul along the third base line. 3 balls, 1 strike. That's outside, and LeBoink walks on 5 pitches. Bringing up Magic Moore.
Magic Moore's got good contact against lefties. He's 1 for 3 with a single. Kays has thrown 86 pitches, going for 87 right there. Smash! Oh, it's a roller. He misses it. Kays misses it, and he's safe, Pete. Bases are loaded.
Bases are juiced for Bertha Banks. 0 for 3 on the day in 220. A single puts the Beewolves ahead here. 1 out in the top of the 9th. That's a bunt. With the bases loaded, it's just a force out. So he just had to turn, step on home, and then throw to first for the double play.
If that bunt would have made it out any further.
Philae Jones 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Madoka Hayata 3 for 3. And Damian Rush 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts. Benson Rushmore threw 20 pitches in that first inning. Wow, that's a was that right? 20 pitches? Wow.
Yeah, he was pitching like a madman.
Yeah, his accuracy is a little troubling. Oh, and that's a shot out into right field, and LeBoink picks it up, makes the throw into second. There's a leadoff double for the Sirloins now. A no-out, a leadoff double. Madoka Hayata 3 for 3 with 3 singles and an RBI. She's a tough out. Not a lot of speed at second base. That pitch is outside. Ball 1, 1-0. That's outside. Ball 2, 2-0. That's outside. Benson Rushmore is going to intentionally walk Hayata. Runners at first and second with no outs.
The center fielder.
Damian Rush, who's 0 for 3 in tenths, steps in. He's hitting 197 on the season. Swing and a miss. Damian Rush 0-1 with no outs.
That's inside.
Inside. Ball 1, 1-1. That's in there for called second strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Damian Rush with no outs.
Ball outside.
That one's outside. Ball 2, 2-2. Check swing and a strikeout for Benson Rushmore. Damian Rush goes down on strike. Willard Wiggins, who's also tense. He's 0 for 3 on the day, hitting 228. 1 out. Runners at first and second. Rushmore up to 30 pitches. That one's in there for a called strike. Strike 1. Rushmore looks in, gets the signal, delivers. There's a... Oh, you gotta be kidding me.
Safe. She throws to third. Everyone's safe.
You gotta be kidding me with that, Peter. What are you doing? Preston Adonis, the catcher, he's 1 for 3. He's got better connection against right-handed pitchers. The bases are loaded with 1 out. There's a shot.
Knockdown.
That's it. That's the game. Dag nabbit. Well, Beewolves lose. That was not a good one. Offense struggled again. We're back to, we upped our ego and our offense immediately went into the toilet again. Well, it was a tight game, 2-1. I know that I struggled offensively. I think I accounted for 2 outs in the first inning.
I mean, I was looking at the thing here. We both got 8 hits, so it wasn't like we were in a hitting drought. And it was just a really tight, close defensive game. Both pitchers were pitching really well.
Yeah.
So it kind of ended up being the game we thought it might be. Real close, real low scoring. The Sirloins get their first in the 4th. The Beewolves get their first in the 8th, and then it kind of fell apart at the bottom of the 9th there, and just by a hair. Yeah.
And like you said, it's. I think what bugs me is a lot of old demons seem to come back. That the early in the game, a couple of just boneheaded base running errors. That if you wish you could get those back, because if you could get those back, that might equate to the early lead, and that's kind of been the Beewolves' modus operandi lately. Is they get out to an early lead, the pitchers kind of settle in, and then it's just kind of a one-sided game from there. And yeah, we just struggled to get things going.
One thing, it does seem like the hitting came from some hot spots. So, you got Torrance going 0 for 3 on the day. She was pulled in. Knox came to the 7 for, he goes 0 for 1. Franco was 0 for 4. Banks was 0 for 4. Monster 0 for 3. The hitting was coming from Dexteros, who was 2 for 4. Biggs got his 1 hit. LeBoink 2 for 3. They did very well. Magic Moore 2 for 4. So, they just got it at gaps in the rotation, and just wasn't enough. Ruby Green comes in, does her part, comes up to bat once, knocks one over the wall, and ties the game up. So you can't blame her.
Yeah, and but that's the thing that gets you is it's like you lost 2-1, because you look over at the other side and really Madoka Hayata 3 for 3. Everybody else, Jones 1 for 4, Longbalio 1 for 4, Stanza 1 for 4, and then Adonimus 2 for 4. I mean, that really shouldn't beat you. It really should not beat you.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, they got a good. I think they got a really good outing from Kays.
Yeah.
He was coming out, and like I said, he would put 2 strikes on you almost immediately.
Speaking of pitching, we start the Beewolves with Hurley Bender, goes 7 innings, gets only 5 hits in 7 innings, 1 earned run, 12 Ks. I don't know what's the max we've seen this year from anyone.
I think it's 12. I think because I thought the other one was it Japani with 11.
Yeah, well, fortunately for him, Rushmore comes in and lets in the other one. So Rushmore gets the loss. He goes 1.1, gets 3 hits inning off him, 1 earned run, gets a walk, and 3 strikeouts of his own in 1.1 innings. Is not bad. His ERA drops to an 8.16. He's 0-1 and 1 on the season.
Yeah, and I guess you know what, I should have gone a second with that. Yeah, so, and then the Sirloins, like I said, Kays went the full game. He pitched all 9 innings, gave up 8 hits, 1 earned. He walked 1, had 3 strikeouts, gave up a home run. He leaves the game with an ERA of 3.35, and his record does even up to 2-2. So he did well. We kind of went in there, and we were hoping to sit back and make him throw pitches, but he would throw, those first 2 pitches would be right over the plate. So you'd find yourself in the hole 0-2,
Yeah. Every player in the game, the losing team gets the top guy, Pete.
Well, yeah, when you turn in a 12 strikeout game, that's pretty big. Hurley Bender goes 7 innings, gives up 5 hits, 1 earned, and racks up to 12 Ks. So he's up over 40, I think now. He's over 40 strikeouts on the season. So.
Wow, yeah, he struggled at the beginning of the season. He's been doing great recently. It's a shame he gets first player of the game and then loses it there with the low offense, like you said. And no big surprise here, this big pitching duel, the A-ranked Manny Kays, the 2 starting pitchers are the top 2 players of the game. Kays goes 9 innings with 8 hits, 1 earned run, and 1 base on balls.
Yeah. And then rounding out the 3 stars, Madoka Hayata, like we talked about, she was 3 for 3, so she was perfect on the day. She had an RBI and she stole 2 bases. So she was in there.
It was a very close contribution there, I only got 3 hits.
3 hits and 1 great catches. 1 great catch and 8 strikeouts. He winds up with 51%. I got 5 hits. See, now I didn't think I hit that well. 5 hits, 1 home run, 1 RBI. I got 1 stolen base and 7 strikeouts. I only wind up with a 49%.
You put one over in St. Louis.
I did, finally. I mean, again, you'd have to go way back to the last time. When was the last time? I think it was, if I take a quick gander at the schedule, I think it was the Blowfish, the 14th game. So I haven't hit a home run since the 14th game. But I've been getting hits. I've been doing it small ball style, so I'll take it.
Have. Well, post-game show, it was close. That leaves us kind of where we're at here. We're going to be getting ready to go home. Haven't been there in a while. So, although Pete and I are going to stop out in New Zealand before we go home, do a little hunting out there.
Yes, sir. Yeah. We got our bags packed. We're ready to head out. It's going to be a new place, so we're looking forward to that.
Well, we could catch a Hot Corners game while we're out here, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what we have time for.
There it is.
Yeah. So, not bad. If we go to the standings as it is now, before these other 11 games are played, and we're back down at the bottom, unfortunately. But we're tied with the Water Bullets. And we're only 3 games back. Like you say, we're coming up on the halfway mark. Because could be much worse. I mean, the Hot Corners are 6 games back, and they're teams that are 5 games back.
Right.
Heck, the front runners are 3 games back, and they're in 3rd place in their division.
Yeah. Yeah, like I say, it's not bad. I would have loved to have had that game again to be able to solidify our place like in third there, but or actually it would have tied us up with the Herbivores, so we would have been tied for second. So it would have been nice to get that game. And again, it's hard because it was such a close game. We were, Ruby Green comes up, ties it up at the bottom of the 8th. No, top of the 9th, wasn't it? No, it was the top of the 8th, I think it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had our shot. You kind of felt like if we could just keep them from scoring again toward the latter end of the game, the game should swing our way. And when she hit that home run, you felt like, yeah, okay, here we go. We'll put a couple more on in the 9th, and we'll take this one home. But ouch, that one hurts.
It wasn't to be.
No, it wasn't.
All right, well, that'll be it for now. Signing off in St. Louis, and Pete and I will see you back in Phoenix for the Moonstars, who want to take another crack at us. And this is the first meeting between us and the Sirloins this season. We got 2 more games against these guys, so we're going to see. They played 2 against us back in Phoenix later, so we can take the series from them.
I'd like to, yeah. Ultimately, that's the goal. Is one game does not the season make, but if you can take the series, that's more important, Yeah. But it makes it harder. They've got the 1-game lead, so the next couple of games we're gonna have to be on point.
Will do. All right. Until then, this is Tommy G,
and this is Pete J, and we're saying, hey, get out of here.
Later.
Bye.